1, 2, 3. Okay, sound is good. Stream is running. Looks to be good. Hello everyone. Welcome to the stream. Hope everybody's feeling well. My name is Vlad. I will be the captain today and your pilot on this 2-sector stream on board the beautiful A350 of Japan Airlines. I don't know if you can see very well the aircraft because of YouTube compression. I've set night time on purpose because I really want to see if there is any change from the sunrise or sunset. In this case, we're gonna have a sunrise here in Japan. Slightly fast forward the time because it is 2 a.m. local time, and I've set like an early morning. Oh wow, that moon looks very cool. Although I want to push it slightly back because I really want to start preparing the aircraft in the dark, and then we're gonna catch the full sunrise up in the air. Delta Tango 297, hello, welcome to the stream. I'm sitting on the gate and waiting for boarding. That must be a beautiful feeling that I haven't had for a very long time, and I miss that a lot. Flying Marshmallow, that's a nice name. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're fine. How did I get the overlay? That's you can have it too. It's incorporated in Volante. So if you go into the settings, you have a Volante overlay and it's free and it basically works with it, and you just have to add it as a source inside your streaming program. In my case, I use Streamlabs, and I just had to use it as an extra source, and it basically does it. It's very cool. So yeah, JTP, welcome to the stream too. Glad to see you guys here. So yeah, it's gonna be 2 interesting flights. Nothing really special like we did last time into Skardu. It's gonna be more of a simple, usual flight, probably ILS flying and stuff. On the A350, this is the FlightFactor A350 model that you all guys know. It is not perfect, but I really enjoy the model, and with some joystick adjustments, with some curves, I managed to get it to land quite nicely. And I love the sounds. This is going to be the ftsim sound pack, and yeah, that's basically it. So the airplane is powered from the GPU and the batteries, so that we can have all these lights on the outside. Otherwise, it will be completely pitch black. And I switched on the wing lights too, so we can see the engines. And also a very cool thing. If you don't engage on the overhead all the electrical buttons that are responsible for the cabin, you will not have any cabin lights. So that was new for me. I really didn't know about it, and this is looking good. So yeah, let's go inside. Let's start up the aircraft, align the IRSs, and then do a quick read through the charts. Also, yeah, really cool view. Nice livery with the cabin, some extra stuff there regarding the Japan Airlines livery. I don't know if the seating is like this, but it looks really cool. The logo here, super nice as well. And let's open the door. Oh, I can't open the door from here. Oh, okay, I'm gonna just enter. Here's the beautiful A350 cockpit, which I really enjoy. The lights are on so far. We can put these lights on and this extra console light so we can enjoy all the buttons in a better way. Overhead is not yet prepared, but just to give you an idea of what I was talking, so usually on the default cold and dark status of this aircraft, all the buttons are pushed off, and so this here is all disconnected as well. So if you can see here, the passenger system, the galley and the commercial is off. We're gonna have no cabin lights, which is really cool. I actually find that really cool. So yeah, putting this back on. Let's do a quick overhead flow on the panel here and get going. JTP, hello Captain. Oh my god, thank you very much. Thank you for the 129. That's Czech marks, I think. No, crowns. That's from Czech Republic, right? So those are Crohn's, I think that's how it is called. Thank you very much. Wow, that's really amazing. Thank you. Wow. Okay, now I need to focus myself. Awesome. Thank you very much, JTP. All right, let's continue. So let's turn on crew supply. This is actually very funny because we really have to press all the buttons in, but it's very easy because basically the philosophy is the buttons must have no lights. So usually if the light is on, it means it's not on the correct position. Arm the emergency exit, strobes to auto. I can disengage now the wing lights, or actually, you know what? Let's leave the wing lights on. Then here, this is gonna go all to normal. Temperature goes to the mid, packs to on, hot air. This is going to auto. All the gens gonna go to on by default, and hydraulics as well. Finally here, cargo heat, this is gonna go on. I'll leave the cargo bay at 5 degrees, switch this on, and the rest is looking good apart from, oh no. X-Plane has this weird bug that if you look around yourself, the view is gonna be inverted. Now I need to switch this on as well. There we go. All right, perfect. So far everything looking good. Let's come here into the EFIS, set this to plan mode, constraint mode on, VOR, weather, traffic looking on, and leave this as is. Constraint on the second officer. Now we are on VATSIM, are we? No, not yet. So let's add this JAL 139er, and we're flying A359. Connect. Okay, now I'm gonna come here, select the frequency, VHF1, that is good. This is all set. Now let's just come here. This is gonna be the master for the squawk, 2000 to begin with. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a long time since I haven't flown the A350, so pardon me if I forget some stuff around here. All right, this is all set. This is all good. Let's come here into the ATC comm, actually not the comm, the surveillance controls. Auto, this is going to be fine. Switch here everything to auto, which is really simple. You see a bunch of warning stuff disappearing right there, which is cool. And let's come here to the FMS1. Init, flight number. This is the really cool stuff I like about this aircraft. You can literally type on your keyboard what are you going to be doing. So we're flying from Tokyo Haneda on our first flight to Osaka. Osaka has 2 airports. The funny thing also is we did a stream previously on the Embraer where we flew to the Japan's highest commercial airfield. And actually Kobe, which was our departure, is right near Osaka. So we're going very close to that location. That's really fine. So I've set the init. Let's come here to the IRS. I'm gonna hit the align IRS, go back to the init page, and now I need to open my browser and show you what do I have here. Well, what do I have to prepare yet? So first of all, let's come to SimBrief. First leg, JAL 139. Let's check how it is looking for clouds. That looks like a front coming. So we're gonna expect some clouds. Let's see some significant weather. Looking like no, but a jet stream. Pretty high though. Shouldn't be any problem. Possible precipitation into Osaka, and Fukuoka, which is located right here, is gonna be definitely interesting to see how it will go with the weather. Oh boy. Yeah, all these red airports. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Airtime, 50 minutes expected. Let's open here the PDF, which I enjoy a lot more. Alternate is this airport right here. Cost index is going to be 19. Cruise flight level 320. Temperature minus 37. The tropo is quite high, so no matter how high we're going to climb this time, we're going to be still in the weather. If you guys don't know, but the atmosphere has different layers. The lowest one is the troposphere. Then you have the stratosphere. And we have something which is called the tropopause, which is basically the transition from the troposphere to the stratosphere. And what that gives you is, because the stratosphere has a very constant temperature, when you have formation of clouds and they start to go higher and grow in strength, basically when they reach the tropopause, because the temperature gradient is still the same, they basically don't have any convective force to grow even higher. So if the tropopause is low, let's imagine like flight level 300, and you are flying at flight level 380, that means you're going to be pretty much clear of any weather, apart from turbulence and jet streams and all that stuff, but you will not have like normal clouds or any cloud, because they will not grow up there. And that's a very good indication. So for today, I'm not actually expecting any crazy weather, because this is it's still nighttime in Japan, so there is no extra convective force, but still this means we might encounter some weather. Our zero fuel weight is going to be 182, 350 kilos right here. This is our route via Laxus 3 departure, Yankee 56, Yankee 54, Yankee 546, direct to Mirai, Abeno, Ikoma, and then direct to Osaka. And then I have to find the correct arrival procedure. For the fuel, we're having only 12 tons here. I might add a little bit extra because I'm not so sure if this sim brief calculation is very correct. So I might go to the 15 tons. We should be totally fine, and it's totally not unacceptable, but unnecessary. But still, I prefer to add a little bit and then see how it is going to go. What can I check as well? Here we could check the METAR, which is available right here on the sim brief. We're not going to check any NOTAMs today again, but still, let's see. Tokyo Haneda, so far wind is 200 12 knots, good visibility, few clouds, temperature is 21, QNH 1010, looking good. And let's check here for Osaka, sorry, wind 140 at 6, good visibility now, scattered 4,800, broken 5,000, overcast 1,900, temperature is good. And what do we have here? So on the 26th, which is today, from 19 UTC to the 27th, we have a temporary visibility down to 3 kilometers or 3,000 meters, showers and rains and mist. And we have also here a lower visibility from 18 UTC. So we might actually come right here. This is the prediction. We might be expecting some light showers and rain with few clouds and visibility. So it's going to be definitely fun. Very cool stuff. Also, interesting stuff here. GPS RAM outages predicted for approach as follows. So what is this saying is basically that the GPS is not going to be available on this time. So this is going to be from 20... Basically, you have to read the other way around. This is year, 24th month. So this is May, 26th of May of 2024. From 23:24 UTC to 23:35, we will have an outage of the GPS. So, for instance, if we would be doing some RNAV approach right there, this could be a potential threat for our operation. But considering the hours, that's actually fine. So, yeah. Funny that we actually checked this. It's really nice. I really enjoy this stuff. All right, next. This is Osaka. We're going to be landing on the bigger runway. They have 2 runways right there, but we're going to use the big one. So I'll leave which chart? I'm going to leave this chart right here. I have to rotate it. Part of the analysis. We don't have to. Yeah, we have the gate numbers right here. Now I'm going to duplicate this page and see what arrival procedures do we have there. Let me rotate this back and just confirm the last point, which was Ikoma. So this is departure. Also, guys, I think I mentioned this when we flew to Japan on the 747, but I am using this website which is done by someone, and he basically provides the real life charts of the AIP of Japan, which is really, really cool, and they're free. So yeah, feel free to use them. Alright, this is the approaches already. Izumi, Akbuk arrival. This is the transition. Transition. This is departures already. So it must be from somewhere. Ikoma. Abik. Arrival. So it looks like Ikoma is one of the final points. I guess so, but according to the wind, we're gonna have to land on the other way. So wind is 140. At 6, we should be landing on runway 14 right, if that's possible to do, of course. Doesn't look like so. We don't have any approach for runway 14 right. At least I don't see any. Oh, okay. That means we might have to accept some tailwind. It is pretty light so far, so yeah, we definitely can take some tailwind right there. I want to go for the ILS. And we're already coming to Ikoma, which is the initial intermediate fix. Alright, so I'm going to leave it like this. Let me write the weights. So estimated zero fuel weight is 182,350. And we're going to take 15 tons of fuel. And flight level is going to be 320. That's about it. Let's start planning all this stuff. So, now, can I hit middle? Let me see, what's the zero fuel weight? 170.2 right here. Can I go heavy? Yes, I can. 187.7. Now, I'm going to take out some weight out of here, 183, and I need to take about maybe like 4. Nope, that was too much. I need 182.3. Actually, you know what? Let's leave the first class full. CG is 19% right now. 181.6, that was a bit too much. I wish I could just see what I'm doing. That would be so much easier. 136, no, 145. Okay, almost there. We need to add maybe 2 more passengers. 147. Yeah, let's go with that. 147, CG is 20%. Let's implement this stuff. The airplane hasn't tipped, so that's good, because it happened to me once. Also, I don't know what's going on with the chat. I'm not sure it's updating. Okay, looks like it is. Good. Let's continue. If you guys stop hearing me for some reason, or I become silent, or whatever, just tell me, because I might bump the cable. Now, here, we could do all this calculation, but I'm just gonna hit 15,000 here, and that's gonna be it. I'm gonna implement that. I guess it's instantaneous. Yes, it is. And if we have the fuel, we have the seatbelt sign. We are here. Delta Tango. Thank you. Perfect. So let's come back to the ground services. Did we have a charts there? Can I place charts here? That would be actually interesting to have. And let me close these 2 doors and leave the rest of the equipment right there. Okay, now, first flight level 320. This is going to be very easy because you just have to type in all the stuff. Cost index, I think it was 14. Nope, it was 19. Let's write that. Tropo is going to be 47. That's going to be enough. Temperature minus 37. Sounds pretty warm. Flight number JAL 139. There we go. Perfect. Alright, now we can go to the performance actually, because we have already planned all the stuff, but you know what, let's come here for the flight plan first. Hit departure, 16 right, SID is going to be the, how was it called? Laxus 3. Here it is, via transition none. Insert this, I'm going to insert, and now had a bunch of airways which we're going to set up real quick. Let's come here, airways, via Yankee 56, then Yankee 54. This is so quick. Tohme is correct, then should be Kohma to Yankee 546, that's correct, and then to Akbuk. Perfect, we're gonna insert this. I love this stuff on the A350. And now it's the only annoying part, we need to insert a couple of waypoints, which I forgot how to do. Insert next waypoint. No, wait. There we go. To Mirai. Apply. And then we're gonna go direct to Abino. And finally to Ikoma. Apply, insert, I'm gonna delete the discontinuity, insert this, let's check how it is looking here on our page. Can I hit some key to go to the very top? No. Will we catch a sunrise? That's the plan. That's exactly the plan. Alright, so departure looks correct according to the charts. Don't worry guys, I'm going to show you the charts. Those are the constraints and they are correct. And this is the approach. Perfect. Let's plan the arrival already. It's going to be runway 32, should be 32 left. Yes, it is. 32 left. Approach ILS 32 left. Novia via... How about this? Let's check. And that's absolutely correct. Insert, and we got our flight plan complete. Perfect. Very good. That's one of the things that I really enjoy on this aircraft. That's the flight plan on the autopilot work really good. Well, they come from Tolis, so really not unexpected. Okay, coming here to the performance calculator. Now I'm going to just assume a slope of 0. Flaps 1 should be fine for our weight. 3 kilometers of runway, gross weight is correct, CG is correct, headwind 8 degrees, that's correct, and speeds 37, and 39 with a flex temperature of 70. My fish memory already forgot the speed, so 137, whoops. 137, 139, flaps 1, and flex to 70. THS, now the thing is, I'm not so sure I need to change this, but can I change this? 22.1? Now, thrust reduction and acceleration. The elevation of the airfield is only 40 feet, so let's do thrust reduction at 1,540 and acceleration at 3,040. If we have an engine failure, that should be cool. Transition is all the same across Japan, which is cool. Climb, we're going to leave this as is. Cruise is correct. And that's about it. Fuel and load. Now we just need to load the performance. Zero fuel weight, 182.4. Block 15. And zero fuel weight CG, I think it was like 20. Yes, it was. Very good. That's set. Now good at the route reserve. Alternate is going to be 3.1. And route reserve is 2.4. Perfect. So far everything is good. Let's do a quick check here on the systems, which I need to remember. Here they are. All the buttons. So we have oil, we have the cabin door still open, correction, the forward left door still open. Wheelbase looking good, engine is nice and balanced, electrical is looking good, this is looking good too. We've got hydraulic, flight controls are all fine, APU is switched off, bleed is good, conditioning, I want to see how is the temperature back there. 21 degrees, looks good, and pressurization looking good. Perfect. So far so good. Can I do a recall? Yeah, we have a bunch of recall there. One thing I forgot to do is here switch on the anti-skid, and this is all associated. In the land of rising sun, we will see a rising sun. Yeah, that sounds very cool. Delta Tango 297, do you have any mod for the cockpit? Looks very good. No, this is actually all default, I think. All default. Alright, clear the info there. We got the GPS aligned. On the first officer side, see here, it also is displaying a GPS primary. To get rid of that message, you actually have to go down here and clear it there. Here you go. Perfect. Okay, so now initial climb is gonna be what? right. Alright, I'm gonna set 17,000 then. There's the vertical profile, so well looking. Change this to the thousands. And that is set. All the speeds are good. Let's start the APU. Let's close the door and do our departure briefing and all the checklists, because we have a bunch of checklists on this aircraft, but the good thing is they are all electronic and very cool to complete. So very quick aircraft electrical power-up checklist. So this is very simple, as you saw there. It just basically completed everything. ECAM auto mode it is, the rest is auto. APU page, so we are starting the APU actually. And if I hit the starter, here it should be on the APU page, which it isn't for some reason, but I'm gonna skip that part. And we're gonna confirm after that the APU is gonna be available. In case you missed some item, it will become purple as you saw there, and it only will be green if that's gonna be correct. Also, I heard the APU engage. Oh, we missed the button there. Let's turn on the APU gen. And okay. And let's go next. This is the radios. This is all set. We got it correct. The squawk is good. And we can check there the failures as well by hitting here. Have APU engines, cargo smokes, all the warnings associated, and the red ones right there. So that is all correct. And test push buttons, we did that. Result is correct. So now cockpit preparation, overhead, captain and purser. I don't know why, but it wants that to be on the captain and purser. And the strobe lights to off. We're going to leave that on auto. And beacon light switch is off. So skipping that, the rest was good. Remaining lights as required is check. Temperature selector, yes. ECAM elect DC page. Let's come there. And all batteries current below 60 amps. They are. That's all good. And the panel, we completed already all that checklist. Let's skip. Air data selectors are good. Standby instruments are on and looking good. This is all complete, as you see, very quick. Now just come here to the surveillance page. Come here to the controls. It wants it to be TCAS mode TARA. There we go. Next. And now very simple. Again, FMS1 in it. It's already completed. Barrel reference, now it is 1010. We need to set it. 1, 2, and 3. Very good. And the rest is all set. And that's complete. Before pushback and start, that's going to be the next one. Now we need to do the briefing. The departure briefing and all that beautiful stuff that we like to do. A very short flight, 50 minutes. Okay, now I need to open my departure briefing, sorry for that, and let you guys see the departure briefing as well. So here we go, we're flying Airbus A350-900, flight from Tokyo Haneda to Osaka International Airport, code RJOO, flight Japan Airlines 139er. No times are checked. The weather looking good. We might expect some rain, but out of here, out of Tokyo, should be all good. NTIs not required. Weather radar will be on. No terrain for the departure. Or you know what? I'm going to actually enable the terrain on my side because I'm not very familiar with the terrain here. As for the airport and layout, we are parked right here at gate 15 with Terminal 1, which is the domestic terminal, and I'm going to be taxiing here via the Whiskey taxiway all the way to Alpha 15. Right here we're going to turn left and then join runway 16 right for the departure. It's dry, we're going to have a headwind, departing with flex 70 flaps 1+F, and our departure is going to be the Laxus 3 departure out of runway 16 right. So we're going to depart right here like this. We have a good description here. We're going to climb initially on heading 158 degrees at or above 500 feet, direct to Tango 6 Romeo 11 to Tara at or above 9,000 feet, then to Imola. Oh, nice name. Any F1 fans here? At or above flight level 150 to Laxus at or above flight level 170. So a lot of climbing right here so far, but the gradients, actually no gradients here, but should comply absolutely fine. We are on the A350. Radio nav's not required, no special considerations, and for the abnormals, guys, this is the Airbus, so in case of a rejected takeoff, until 100 knots, we stop for anything, between 100 knots and V1 only for significant failures. In that case, I call reject, throttle to idle, apply max reverse, let the auto brake work, stop on the runway, set the parking brake, call cabin crew at stations, and then advise ATC and access the situation. In case we have a failure after V1, we're going to continue straight ahead, follow the SID actually, out of here, try to climb to at least, do we have an MSA here? It would be good. Jepson charts usually have an MSA, so we could figure out a good altitude to climb to. I'm going to call 10,000. I'm going to try to climb to 10,000, access situation, then to return to Tokyo. No takeoff alternate, we're not overweight, no other considerations, and that's the briefing complete. If you guys have any questions, time to post them. JTP, you're a fan of Formula 1. That's cool. I used to check a lot on Formula 1, but lately not so much. Alright, beacon lights coming on. Let's check that we have the parking brake set, so I can remove the chocks. I can remove the ground equipment, passenger, fuel, all this stuff can go away. Plane and gate can go away as well. Doors are closed, and I'm gonna leave it, and yeah, probably on this page. Alright, let's call better pushback. Start pushback.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
It's starting to get bright slowly, so I really want to catch the sunrise up there. So I want to come here, press enter.
Tow is driving up.
Oh, I forgot to submit a flight plan. Luckily we have no ATC. Right, flight plan, pre-file, really quick on ftsim. And JTP, what team is your favorite from Formula 1? Alright, file the flight plan. 139, there we go. Perfect. Back into track. How is it looking on the outside? Ah, it's getting brighter. There is a lot of people on the ground right there. I don't know why though. This is actually FlightFactor stuff. They should disappear because everything is clear.
Okay,
anyways.
All doors and hatches are closed, ready to connect.
Good, let's check here the before pushback clearance. So fuel quantity, we've checked that. Final load sheet is checked. Zero fuel weight and zero fuel weight CG in FMS is checked. We did that. It's right there. Ecam, CG. I actually don't know what that is, but okay. Seat belt and pedals are just external powers off. And let's continue. Here is the add start clearance. It's gonna disable the parking brake and get going. Just making sure that I didn't forget anything up here. APU is running, bleed is good. And that's all fine. Nice. Throttles are on idle. Go back here to the VHF.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, we're gonna release the parking brake in a second, just making sure we have nobody around us. And let's go. Brakes released.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Check. And we got the we had the cockpit door unlocked. Also, we're gonna have to listen to this start sequence, so I'm gonna shut up, I'm gonna get quiet, and we're gonna listen to the start of engine number 2. Well, I was honestly expecting something better. I don't know if this is because of the latest version of X-Plane or something that broke the sounds, but it should be a lot more interesting. Anyways, though, that was a good start number 2. Let's start number 1 from the cockpit this time. Yeah, it's not something special, honestly. Engine start. Oops. According to the checklist, it actually wants us to start the engine 1 first. There we go, checklist auto-complete. Then we're gonna go for the after-start checklist, but first of all, let's finish our pushback, which is going really slowly for some reason. Delta Tango, let's hope the runway is clear. I think it should be clear. Maybe I messed up something in the configs. Let me see, options. No, general volume is good. I mean... no cabin announcement, I don't use that. That's weird. Should be better. Alright, anyways, we got the engine started, so engine mode selector to normal. We can switch off the APU bleed and the APU itself. Let's set flaps 1. Now, I love the flap sound, so please don't fail on me for this. Nice.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Awesome, love that. Brakes is set.
Tow, stand by.
Clear to disconnect. And so flaps 1 is set. Arm the speed brakes, auto brake RTO, and let's do a quick factual check. Let's do full up, full down, neutral, full left, full right, neutral, rudder, full left, and full right, neutral. Perfect. Now APU gen is gonna keep. I'm gonna keep that on. That's incorrect according to the checklist. Flap lever is set. Pitch stream, all that's set. Pitch stream is on the green band, so that's correct. Electrical systems all good. Pressurization all good. Perfect. Taxi checklist. I'm gonna turn them on in a bit. Just waiting for the pushback guy to go away.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Thank you very much. I can disengage the floodlights now. Let's go. Taxi lights coming to on. Runway turn off on. Waiting for the hand signal. Release the brakes. And the rest is complete. Taxi checklist complete. Next is going to be before takeoff checklist. Brake check. There's the hand signal. Let's go. Alright, we got sounds. We got sounds. That's good. So now I need to remember, where did I want to taxi? It was straight ahead, then a left turn into Juliet. Actually, no, into Alpha. So straight ahead we go. Let's set terrain radar on. It's getting bright. I hope we're still in time for the sunrise. How about we push the time a little bit back again? Just a little bit. Like, that's a bit too much. Like, yeah, maybe like this. I really want to catch the sunrise up there. There we go. Let's do a takeoff config check, which is right here. All green, looking good. And I could also select the taxi lights to take off, because otherwise they are way too dark. Right, we have Whiskey Delta. Yeah, we're on Whiskey... 10, Whiskey 10. Okay, yeah, we're gonna continue straight ahead. Let's add a bit of power. Get ourselves out of here. Still with the wing lights on. Looking good. 30 knots almost. Delta Tango says, oh man, when I see this plane I hope we get a V2 like the 777. I absolutely hope so. You know the funny thing? I can buy the 777 right now. I got it. I got the access available for $79. It's just that I'm not going to enjoy the 777. I'm not going to fly it as much because, well, I have the 7.4, I have the A350, I have the 7.5, and that's the Alpha 15. That's where we want to go. And so I don't want to buy it, but what I really want, clear right, clear left, is a good A350. So yeah, I was so happy when they announced that they would be working with Tolis on the A350. Oh, it's just so good. Ekaterina, hello, how's it going? Very good. We're going to depart out of Tokyo, inbound to our first destination, which is Osaka, and then off to Fukuoka. So far, everything looking good. Okay, so here we are, Alpha 15, holding points, runway 15. So far, I don't see anybody on the approach. I'm going to stop myself right here, do a quick check on the map. Nobody's there, we're literally the only ones. So let's go, strobes to auto. This is all fine, landing lights on, runway turn off is good. Transponders already TARA. EFIS option is checked, the rest is good. Before takeoff checklist is complete, we are absolutely ready. You guys are ready? Hit the like button as the final takeoff config check. Yeah. When did you stop checking Formula 1? Maybe about a year ago. I think I got really sad because of a couple of things that happened. Because of some stuff that Lewis Hamilton did. Which I thought were very disrespectful, and basically the Formula 1 guys kind of ignored that at the time, so I just ignored it. Alright, takeoff guys, let's enjoy some sound. 50%, spool up. Okay, we got some sound. Chrono on. Let's go. Manflex 70 SRS runway. Auto thrust is blue. Thrust is set. Airspeed is alive. And I'm doing full left rudder to maintain the aircraft on center line. Oh boy. 100 knots. Checked. Okay, now I have better rudder authority. Still not good. B1, rotate. Let's go. Positive climb. Gear up. Nav. Ah, lovely. Oh boy, look at us climbing. That is so cool. Oh yeah, we're into the clouds. Right, drop the nose. Thrust climb, auto thrust. Yeah, man. Well, that's the vertical speed you're commanding me. Look at that wind, damn. Oh man, look at that, lovely. Outside view, oh. That's looking good. Let's set autopilot 1. And yeah, wait for the... there's the moon. Nice HD moon, finally. There's acceleration, climb. Oh man, this is looking good. Like a spaceship, yeah. Now, can I pop this out? Yes, I can. And let's leave this on this view, because I want to hear the flap retraction sound. As speed, flaps 0, and speed check, flaps 0. Ah, yeah, we have to go into the back. Wow. I actually really like how this looks. It's probably not as good on YouTube, but still. This is actually looking very cool. Outside view. In the turn. Let's do another one. So majestic. Love it. Alright, after takeoff checklist. NTI is not required so far. Temperature is good. And yeah, that's all fine. Let's set cruise altitude 320. 320 is set. Oh man, look at that! The moon is just looking so good. I love this bluish sky colors. I forgot to switch off the runway turn off and the nose lights. My bad. Yes, I am on the latest beta, on the 12.1 beta 4, I think. It was released yesterday. Look at us go. And 10,000 feet, let's go. Landing light off, wing light off. Plane is gonna accelerate now. And it is really coming to life in the back. Yeah, there we go. There's some lighting. Oh man, this color is just so good. Oh, what was that? Looks like some turbulence. Okay, airplane is flying good. Look at that, even like the blue, you can see literally where the sunlight falls. The transition of the colors is so good. A little bit grainy on the clouds, yeah, that's not the best, but still. Look at it come to life. Also, I don't know about you guys, but I really enjoy deliveries with the Star Alliance or the One World ones. They look so cool. Okay, I think we picked the perfect departure time. Catch the sunrise. And we're gonna later enjoy a little bit of Japan. And also see how is the weather be displayed, because if we're expecting all those clouds and rain and stuff, I don't think I've experienced yet the upgraded weather engine. Richard AAL, hey, привет! How are you doing? I'm doing great. Yeah, I think so far so good. How about you? Hope you're great too. Try out the sparks effect in the new version. Oh, we have to really crash an airplane then. Huh. That's maybe actually something we have to try. Maybe on a smaller airplane. I don't know. Maybe like an emergency landing or some sort. Like the gear didn't extend for some reason. That might be a good thing to try. This is really giving me vibes of the 747 flight with it to Tokyo. Oh, also speaking about 747, today it has been released a new version of the Sparky 747-400, and I really don't want to have high hopes for it, but it's an airplane I am looking for a very long time already. And oh, look at that. Because we're climbing too, we're gonna see the sunset so much quicker. And that's one airplane I'm really curious to see as well. I'm gonna try maybe a quick flight today. I already downloaded it, and my biggest problem basically with the airplane was that the autopilot was unbearable. Like, it wouldn't follow what you wanted him to do, and it's really a down turning point for me, because, well, these commercial aircrafts, you fly them on autopilot, and if the autopilot is not good, well, then you basically cannot fly them very well, because yeah, you're not going to sit there on the 7.4 at flight level whatever hand flying the plane, especially considering the fact that I think you don't even have the well, you're not allowed to control the airplane manually in RVSM airspace. In case you don't know what's RVSM, it's the reduced vertical separation airspace. Also, we're through the transition altitude, so let's go and set QNH1 standard 1, 2, and 3, and that's cool. Reset the QNH there. Cool stuff. So far, so good. Look at those colors. Cool, what's new on the 744? I think he actually upgraded the autopilot. So I checked the notes, and he had a lot of inputs regarding the auto throttle, flight level change, autopilot stuff, possible conflicts with some other autopilot thing. Wait, is it? Am I hearing rain sound? Yeah, here. But why though? Oh, we got passengers. We got passengers. Nice. So yeah, autopilot stuff. I think that's the biggest change he had. At least he had a bunch of lines regarding the conflicts with autopilots, explain autopilot, Sparky autopilot, all that stuff. So yes, I really want to check the 744, and I really want it to be good. Trust me. Because also I want to reproduce a flight which was done by, actually there is a video on YouTube and you probably know about it. KLM made a series called Cockpit Tales, and they have, I think, 3 or 4 episodes on different flights. I think they have an A330 to New York or some stuff. They have a 737 into London, and I think a 777 to somewhere else. No, the 777 was to New York. Yes, the 330 was just to speak about something I can't remember now. And then they had the 747 Cockpit Tail to St. Martin. And man, I remember watching that video, like, I don't know, when you grow with that thing, you really want to repeat it. And so I could do it on the 747-800, but it's not going to be the same. It's not the same plane. It looks different and all that stuff. And I really wanted to have an exact atmosphere of the video to reproduce the cockpit tails of the KLM. So yeah, it's going to be happening. Delta Tango, an Extreme 744 cargo. Also, yeah, why not? Because there is a good visual mod for the 744, which I also really want to try out. So absolutely, I absolutely want to do it all. By the way, the colors are just fantastic. Yeah, I have to verify first that it is good. And if it's gonna be good, then I'm gonna fly it on the stream at least. If it's not good, I'm gonna be very sad, but I will not be flying it. Wow. Yeah, the clouds are not perfect, but the colors are very good. Like, really good. Okay, also we are approaching our top of climb, and we need to start preparing ourselves for the arrival, because the arrival is going to be very quick as well. And I need to check the METAR. So latest METAR shows a wind of 130 at 3 in Osaka, which is very good because we're going to be landing on 3-4, which means this wind is actually going to be tailwind for us. So 3 knots of tailwind is fine. So fine, we can say 10 knots of tailwind. So that's what we're going to be doing. Visibility is good. We have a few clouds at 4,400, broken at 5,000, overcast at 1,400. Temperature 22, QNH 1007. And that's about it. There is the altitude. And speed out star. Let's wait for it to switch to alt cruise. There it is, alt cruise, beautiful. So let's do an arrival briefing. Let's do an arrival briefing and be completely prepared. So the status of the aircraft so far is good. The weather is fine. We just checked it right here. No temps are good. MTI should not be required because it's pretty warm there. And there should be no rain. I'm going to be using terrain radar on because I'm not familiar with the terrain. And so I can close all these Tokyo charts. Our top of descent is going to be very short, very closely in about 30 miles. We have no star. We're just descending via our route direct to the Ikoma, which is the intermediate fix, which we have to be at above 3,500 now. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but here we go, a little bit of zoom. Then we're going to continue for the ILS runway 32 left. We intercept the final approach fix at 3,500. This is a standard 3 degrees glide slope. Course 322. The frequency is going to be... oh, come on. Here's me searching for that frequency again. Come on. Do you guys see the frequency? I don't see the frequency though. This is the VOR. Ah, here we go. 110.1 ISK. And our go around, we climb to 5,000, heading 322 at 1 DME prior to ITE VOR DME. Turn left, heading 145 to intercept and proceed via ITE radial 184 to Izumi and hold contact Kansei approach. Missed approach, climb gradient minimum 4%. So basically a very easy way to check what's the rate in feet per minute. You just multiply the gradient by your ground speed. So let's say we're going to climb at 160 knots ground speed. So we multiply 160 by 4, that's 640 feet per minute. We're going to totally comply with that. Okay, and then we're going to land with flaps full, because, well, it's a little bit of tailwind, but still. Flaps full, reverse is normal, auto brake is going to be 2. And we're going to exit either via Whiskey 6 or Whiskey 8, and we're going to taxi via either Charlie to Echo, and finally to one of these gates right here. It's going to be gate of choice. That's about it. No special considerations, no overweight, and no abnormals. That's the briefing complete. Everything is good. JTP, I have A300. Beluga for X-Plane 11, I can land it to you if it works. No, it's better not, because it's usually linked to your IP, and it's for X-Plane 11, so I'm not using X-Plane 11 so much. But thank you, nonetheless. Thank you very much. Alright, descent preparation. Let's do a checklist very quick. So weather is obtained. Elec is good, barrow reference preset. Can we preset the barrow ref? Why can't I set 007? It's 007 there though. And that said, barrow reference, income status, and memo, all checked approach data. Let's go here to the performance approach. This is the stuff we need to set. At 3 outside 22, QNH 1007, and our minimums, which I forgot to brief, which is extremely important, right? We're category Delta, it's gonna be 281. Flaps full, that's correct. This is all fine, auto brake, yep, set the auto brake to. Auto brake to number 2, NTI is not required. Checklist complete. Here comes the descent at 10,000. Let's reset here the altitude. Have a pretty high headwind. You know what? What was the altitude we needed to be at Mido? It was 3,500. Let's do a quick calculation. So 3,500. We have no constraints on the descent. We are at 320. Minus 3.5, that's 28.5. We multiply that by 3, it's going to be 85.5. We have a huge headwind, so let's say 95 miles. out of let's come here to the Prague. Out of Mido, we start our descent. How about this? So that's, or at least 100 miles. Yeah, 100 miles to be safe. 100 miles from the Mido, we start our descent. And it looks like the sun has come out. Almost. Very cool. Oh, look at this. Oh boy, this is looking so good. Screenshot. Oh man, this is looking so good. Screenshot again. Look at this sun, I love it. JTP, don't worry, because maybe if any builds do a sale of the... oh man, look at that, with the mountain in the back. But I can't put that into a picture. No. It adjusts like it would be in real life. But it's just looking so good. Don't worry, if any builds do a sale or some sort, maybe of the Beluga or something, maybe I will get it. I don't want to promise it because I'm not a big fan of the old Airbus stuff. Plus they have, I think they have a flight engineer station still, and that's something that really sets me back. Oh boy, look at this. This is looking so good. Okay, let's focus on the flying. How many miles do we have left? 5 miles. So let's set 3,000. Where's the click spot for the 100s? There we go. 3,100. Let me set manual speed and open climb. Just idle, open descent. There we go. $3,500. Down we go. Let's see where the blue line lands. Ha! Perfect. I like it. JTP, it's really worth it actually, plus the airport and special hangar, it is so immersive. What do you mean by hangar? Do they have some special hangar, like some special scenery that's included? Or, I don't know. Man, look at this, looks like we are on fire. In a good way, of course. I'm not the guy who's gonna wish to be on fire in a plane. Because I was looking at the Inabuild's Beluga, but it never really attracted me. They had a couple of sales for like $10 or something, and I really thought about it, but then it was like, nah, I'm not gonna fly it too often. So. Also, is Volanta showing you the correct altitude, speed, and all that stuff? Yes, it is. Good. Because it didn't want to connect when I was starting. I'm just enjoying the outside view as much as I'm enjoying the inside view. Although, I think X-Plane needs to fix... Look at the sun. Wait, let me do it slowly. Look. It's zoomed in a bit. Like this, look. Looks like a commercial. Oh man, looking so good. Let me do it again. On the other way. Oh man, this is so good. Love it. There is an airport to download for free, which the A300 has its own hangar. Oh, I didn't know about it. That's actually cool. It's actually very cool. And you know what's actually very cool to do? Let's add 300 knots and do a real quick descent. Also, why are the speed brakes still armed? Ah, auto brake armed. Jesus, not the speed brake. Let's go 300 knots, do a quick descent, dissipate a little bit. Yeah, cabin is so orange. That's what I wanted to say. X-Plane needs to fix this, because we should be in the shadow of the aircraft, and our cockpit should be dark still. Maybe a little bit on the sides, but this is just too much. This should not be happening. Looks literally like there is some kind of torch in the back of the cockpit. And it should not be happening. Should absolutely not be happening. Now, why am I descending at 300 knots, you might ask? Because the blue line was fine. Well, because we were descending at 280 knots and the blue line was fine, which... well, we would not be entering the ILS at 280 knots, right? So we need to slow down a bit. And that's why I prefer to lose a bit of altitude and energy and then have that extra space to dissipate the extra speed to do the rest of the stuff. 10,000 feet checklist is going to come later. Well, I'm still enjoying the sunrise. A bit grainy clouds. They didn't have so much rain on the previous version, but this is still a beta. So I can still accept that to a certain degree. I just love the effect of the sun reflection. This is just so good. Look at that. Literally a Falcon commercial. Yeah, okay, I have to do this. I have to do a video which is going to be like a commercial with an aircraft with these new visual effects. I think the best skybox and shadows are in the late morning and X-Plane. Yeah. How it feels about turbulence on 12.1? I think it's improved. It's definitely better and a lot more forgiving than on the previous version. It was just too much, and the flight controls would literally lose effectiveness because of the turbulence. So you literally could be doing full left input and still rolling to the right. So I think this is definitely fixed. I love the speed fluctuations that they do now. And it is more concise. For example, if you get into a cloud, it is turbulent inside the cloud and not just like anywhere. So yeah, for me, looking good. Alright, we passed flight level 200. How many miles are we from Mido? 62 miles. So we need to be there at 3. Let's do 19 minus 3 is going to be 16. 16 times 3 is going to be 48. 48 plus 10, 58. So we are still with a little bit of space to go. Let's keep descending. Sorry, was replying a message. Man, the colors are so good, and I think the plane is so elegant. So elegant. Okay, so we're actually catching the profile there. So I want to do something. I want to try vertical speed, control the speed by myself. Let's do 250 knots. Let's decrease the vertical speed like this. Minus 1,000. Actually, looks like I lost a bit too much energy. Let's see. Low-key, why X-Plane 12 beta if X-Plane 12 came out in 2022? Oh, because this is, well, I guess this is such a big version, such a big update for them, that they, well, and it is so complex as well, that they prefer to test it before releasing a fully established version. So for those who want to have just a stable simulator platform, they will use the normal stable X-Plane 12.09 version. But those, like me, who want to risk it but try the new features early, those are going to have the access to the new features and all this new stuff. And also I want to go direct to Mirai. In present position, direct to Mirai. Save some time. And yeah, and that's why they have the beta, because they release, for those who want, they released, well, an early product, let's say, and the people can test it, can fly in it, can see what are the new features, report any bugs before it becomes the stable version. So it's like a phase, it's like a product, it's like an early test phase, which is cool. I like it. And we crossed flight level 140. Switch back to QNH 1007, 1, 2, and 3. I can't select QNH 1007 there. Oh, nice. Finally. The orange cockpit has disappeared. And we are almost at 250 knots. We still have 40 miles to go, so I probably will sacrifice a little bit of fuel to keep us flying. So far we've burnt around 4,500 kilos, which is good. And we are starting to see some ground, which is good too, because so far, because it's so dark, we haven't been able to see anything. Lovely. And I think I pressed the wrong button. Screenshot. Makes sense, thanks. You're welcome, no problem. If I would be a developer and I had the opportunity to do exactly this, I probably would do it too. Once I lost my X-Plane data, so I wait on the final version. What do you mean? You lost your X-Plane data? Like the folder? Regarding the X-Plane stuff? Because you can always come back. For instance, I have 2 folders, actually 2 X-Plane installations, and the X-Plane installer actually accommodates both, which is really cool. Also, as we are approaching the first destination, I'm gonna start opening some charts from Fukuoka, because we're gonna do a very quick turnaround here, get going to the next stop. Trying to find the Fukuoka charts. No luck so far. Should be RJFF. There you go. Found them. And we are approaching 10,000 as well. Fukuoka should be an interesting place to approach as well. I hope the weather is not going to be too bad. A bit of scenery to look around. JTP, any update on the world tour? Honestly, not yet, because I just had a week with those exams, and my focus right now is to finish them all, so I can become free from them. I can get back to flying the real planes as well, and try to get you some content from the real world, if that would be possible. I don't want to give any promises, but I really would love to try that. 10,000 feet lights on, wing lights on as well, and LS push buttons on. And so basically, yeah, because when I'll go with the world tour, I really want to do that like slowly, nicely, and all that stuff. Now the frequency of the ILS has not been set up, and I'm kind of worried, will it be set or not? Let's try and go to the performance page, activate approach phase, and maybe if I activate the approach phase, the ILS will come on? No. No luck. Does that mean that I have to set the ILS? Shouldn't be. Alright, I'm going to check at the very last moment. 322 is going to be the course, 322, and the frequency is 110.1. So yeah, once I'll get free from those exams, I will be looking into doing the world tour. But before doing the world tour, I want to do a couple of videos as well regarding navigation. One of my ideas is to do a full VFR flight planning in a live stream, like with the literal physical map, and then executing that flight. So we're gonna do everything. We're gonna pick the charts, look at the weather, do our planning, then we're gonna draw on the chart. We're gonna do our calculations, our time calculation, our wind correction angle calculation, our headings, altitudes, all that stuff that is going to be required. And then we're going to go into the simulator and we're going to do the flight. I think that would be cool. Also, it is looking absolutely awesome. Some downtown whatever city this is, but it's looking so cool. I dropped the speed to 220. As you can see, we're back to idle. Speed is very, very slowly dissipating, which is a good thing. Ah, it's looking so good. I'm enjoying this a lot. The autopilot is very good as well. So yeah, that's basically regarding World Tour. So far, it's an idea. It will come to life. Absolutely will. It's just that I have to get my timing right. Yeah, I'm not so sure about the ILS though. Yeah, maybe I better set it. It's already identified there. What if I clear it? Yeah, that's correct. 20. No, it's still, I mean, the ILS is still correct right here. So it's the correct frequency and it is the correct range. I don't know. Let's keep reducing the speed. 200. Very good. Continuous descent. At 10,000 feet we did everything. Descend, this is all fine. Let's go back. Let's do precision approach checklist. Final approach checklist. I guess so. Oh, here's the ILS. Alright, so the ILS actually works. Maybe this is some sort of backup stuff. Good, and we are below it, so I can decrease the vertical speed. Because we have extra speed anyways. Cabin crew seats for landing. Let's decel to green dot. Go around altitude was 5,000 if you guys remember. And I think I can arm the approach. Speed check flaps 1. Let's go 180. Lock start. I think we'll need a little bit of speed brakes there. Yeah, I think we might require a bit. Let's just click approach speed. There's glide slope start. And I see the runway. Very cool. Look at the amount of buildings. That is just insane. Let's add a bit of speed brakes. Glide slope lock. Beautiful interception. Wait, let me do this view. Look at this! How amazing is this? Wait, let me do like this. Oh man, what a transition! So lovely. So lovely. Let's set go around altitude 5,000 feet set. Speed is checked, flaps 2. That was beautiful, right? That was so cool. How about we do the gear extension from the outside? Ah, the screens don't come to the outside. You can make a commercial for Japan Airlines. Yeah! Absolutely, man, it is looking good, I have to say, I must admit. Oh man, this is looking so good. Wow.
Hiroshima traffic, quadrant 2582, beam touchdown point left downwind, ILS Yankee 1.
Red Alt is alive. You know what? I'm thinking about deploying the gear a little bit early because we have a bit of extra speed. So let's go gear down, speed brakes armed, lights coming on. Let's watch the outside. Oh, look at that. So good. Let's go speed check, flaps 3. Yeah. See, doesn't want to slow down. Please don't make me go around in such a beautiful approach. Let's go flaps full. Landing checklist. This is all set. Flight parameters are good. Final approach. Do I need to go into the actual landing checklist? Ah, that's the flare. Okay, come on. We're basically visual at this point, so... It is looking good, guys. I hope it looks good on the stream too. Screenshot. Almost 1,000 to go. I'm gonna call landing checklist is complete. Basically gear, flaps, slats, arm, that's set. Check 1,000 feet and engines coming on. Alright, good. We're stable. 7 knots of tailwind. That's sketchy, I would say. If it drops down, it would be perfect. Because the METAR was saying like 3 knots, I think. Okay, 6 knots now. Looking at my phone, looks good. Awesome. And the amount of buildings it's drawing is just insane. 6 knots tailwind so far. Alright. Autopilot off. My controls. Check. Very soft on the controls now. 5 knots, tailwind, good. Check.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
$200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
Touchdown. Well, spoilers. Actually, they didn't appear there, but do we have reverse? We have no reverse green though. Braking is working. 70 knots, reverse is out. 47 minutes on the clock, manual braking. Did the speed brakes deploy? Spoilers? Yeah, they did. I don't know why it didn't appear right there, but it should. I guess 83. Okay. Thank you. Well, now we have to cross a runway. We had nobody there, but let's make sure anyways. Clear on the right, clear on the left. Finish crossing the runways, and then we're gonna do all the after landing procedures. Just confirm again. It's everything clear there. Yes, it is. It's looking so good. The sunrise, damn. Love the colors. Start the APU. Landing lights off. Alright, we are basically straight into the gates. So, flaps up. Speed brake retracted, clear left, clear right. Strobes back to auto. Runway turn off can go to off. APU to start. And these are the gates already. Gate 13, gate 14. This is confusing though. Okay, let me stop. Let me see. The gates are really weird. Ah, gate 15 is right here. Okay. Gate 12. Alright, let's go to gate 12 then. Brakes released. Wing light can come off. AP is available. We just need to follow this line there. Marshalers are appearing, which is a good thing. Okay, this is gonna be hard to park. Come on. Because this is a huge aircraft and I'm not used to taxi such a huge aircraft. So bear with me. I'm gonna blind you a little bit, my friends. I'm sorry for that. A little bit to the left, he's saying. No, that's good. And, oh, come on, almost there. There we go. Brakes set. Exit light off. APU is on. APU bleed coming on. We have a bit of time there. APU is available. Let's shut down the engines. 2 and 1. Belt sign off. Disengage the fuel pumps. And below 5% and 1. Beacon light off. Perfect. Welcome to our first destination. Can I toggle the jetway? No. Why? It doesn't like this airplane. That's sad, but that's okay. Let's set chalk, stairs, fuel truck, luggage loader, ULD train, and GPU. Because we're gonna save some fuel. Unlock the cockpit door, and that's alright. This guy loves his job. I see the smile on his face. This guy here? I think he looks a little bit scared. But that's alright. Okay. So. Now. I have to show you Volante, because that's the deal. Let's review the flight. Well, looking good. Statistics -37. Oh my god, that was soft. 37. Wow. Okay. That was really soft. Nice descent. We literally spent half of the time flying on idle. Damn, what a beautiful plane. Very good. And now I have to plan the next flight, which is fictional, so I'm going to use call sign 311 into Fukuoka. Here you go, and you should see the updated Volante overlay in a second. Come on. You can do it. There you go. Perfect. And continuing with the rest of the stuff, we can go to SimBrief, edit this flight. Change this, change this, change this. Generate this flight. I have to disconnect from VATSIM, connect back. Set call sign 311, that's correct. Call sign mismatch, you have a file, flight plan is JAL 139, but you're connected to different call sign. If you intend to use your flight plan, ensure the call sign can move there. Alright, no, but that's good. I'm gonna be 311 anyways. Now I'm gonna go to brief file and network, brief file, and let's do a quick analysis here. Check the cloud situation. Not looking very cool. Significant weather. Ooh, isolated, embedded cumulonimbus. We might miss them, but still no SIGMETs. Weather radar. Oh yeah, we're gonna cross some nasty weather. Airport forecast all in the red. That means IFR. That means cool stuff. Alright, now let's analyze. Flight level 340 for us, cost index 25, tropo 45, 500, fuel 12.9, I'm gonna do 15 again. By the way, how much fuel did we have on landing? 9,900. So, do you guys remember how much fuel did we need to burn on the previous flight? I forgot. And I've already closed. Let me see, can I see the previous flights? Yeah, PDF. Good, so we should burn 4.8 if we had 15. No, plus the taxi. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so the SimBrief actually is very accurate, which is good. Which means I'll do 15 tons anyways. Here's the flight. How it is looking in Fukuoka. Wind is fine, overcast, good temperature. Temporarily visibility can go down to 4 kilometers. Showers and rain, mist, few clouds at 500, broken at 800 and broken at 1000. Okay, fine. Totally fine. This is Osaka International. Now I want to see the departures. Our departure is going to be the Tiger 2. So we have to go up there into the departures areas. Sukapanas. Comas transition, Izumi 1 departure, East reversal 4 departure, Tiger 2 departure, here it is. So we're gonna go with runway this time, 14 right, fairly simple departure, straight ahead, right turn, and then intercept radial 2901, off to Tiger. We have to be at Tiger above 6,000. Do we have a gradient? No, we don't. That means probably good. Easy taxi out of here, push back down here, go into the apron, Charlie 6, into Whiskey 10, running 14 right. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, good. Let's program the plane. Delta Tango, sadly I had to go for now, next stream will stay to the end. Don't worry, my friend, just do what you gotta do. Real life comes first. Thanks for coming by, and we're gonna see you next stream then. And in the meanwhile, I'm gonna open the doors, go into the airplane, adjust the load if we have to adjust. I have to unlock the passengers, unload the fuel, which is kind of weird, and implement the fuel again. So I can set the seatbelt sign on already. And come here to the passengers. 0 fuel weight is absolutely the same. Not in loading configuration. What am I missing? Parking brake is on. Ground services. Am I missing something from the ground services? Stairs, chocks, maybe the passenger. Thank you very much, Delta Tango. Work is much this week. Oh man, I understand you. I'm gonna feel it tomorrow too. I'm gonna totally feel it tomorrow. Still not in loading configuration. What am I missing? Doors are open. I've set the stairs. What if I hit plane at gate? Maybe that will fix it. Let's try. There we go. Set back the seatbelt sign. Close the cargo doors, make sure we have 15 tons of fuel, and it is balanced. Perfect. Let's come here to the flight plan init page. Change this. One thing I want to do too, reset the flight directors. Flight number JAL 311. Cruise flight level 340. Cost index was 25. Tropo 45. 500. So it dropped a little bit. Nice. Check the IRS position here. So far looking good. No ground speed displayed. Let's go to the flight plan. Departure runway 14 right. Tiger 2. Via, do we have a transition? Sumar. No transition. Insert empty. From Tiger, next waypoint. Sumar. Apply. Then go to Ayami. Then we go to Seto. This is so much easier to insert. then to Soja, and then we have an airway, Yankee 281 to Yankee 20, should be stout, and it is, to Kirin. Insert this, and then to Maltby. I'm gonna check that as we climb, because that's weird. I hear rain. I 100% hear rain, but I don't see it. Okay, so flight plan is correct. Now let's come here to the fuel and load. The zero fuel weight is the same, but I want to check it anyway. 182.4, block is 15, CG is 20. The fuel reserve 2.4 the same, alternate 3.3. Now come here to the performance page, takeoff, performance calculator. Let's use 0, 1 on the flaps, same speeds, well we have the same load, that makes sense. 69 on the flex temperature, 137 V1, 137 rotate, 139 V1, THS 21.1, that's correct. And now the elevation here is 30 feet, so let's change this to 1530, acceleration to 5032, and then climb, we go 195 initially pre-selected, whoops, 195, and that is set. Transition is set, rest is good. Initial climb is going to be 6,000. Very good. All right. Oh, I forgot to do the parking checklist, which is actually very easy and it's completed. Now, can I reset all of this? Let's do before pushback and start. Let's reset this. So fuel quantity check, load sheet check. This is set, and set. Let's go with the APU on so that we can disengage the external power. Now, very quick departure briefing so that we don't spend too much time, just to make sure that we do everything correctly. Right, so the status of the aircraft, actually the aircraft type is all good. Flying same Airbus A350, flight from Osaka to Fukuoka. Expected flight time is 56 minutes. Block time of 1 hour and 21. No times are fine. Weather is checked. NTI should not be required. Terrain radar will be on for departure. As for the airport layout, we're sitting here at gate 12. We're gonna be... I don't know if I can start right here. It would be really cool if I can start the engines and just taxi out of here. We might do that just to get going quicker, maybe. We're gonna taxi via the apron, descend here over to Alpha, then turn left into... is this Alpha Charlie 6, cross runway 14 left into Whiskey 10, into runway 14 right, which should be wet right now because it's definitely raining. Oh, okay, I can see some rain in the windscreen. The runway is wet. Wind is going to be headwind for now, which is good. at 3, light rain. Yeah, all looking good. A little bit variable, but good visibility. Using flex 69, flaps 1, speeds 137, 137, 139. Our departure is the Tiger 2. Running on for left, climb and running heading to 500 feet. At or above, turn right heading 230 until crossing Yankee Oscar Echo Radial 301. Turn right to intercept and proceed via Yankee Oscar Echo Radial 3901 to Tiger. Cross Tiger at or above 6,000. Oh, here's the climb gradient, by the way. We will be climbing somewhere between these speeds. We will climb more than this vertical speed. That's about it. Only constraint is the altitude. No radio navs, no special considerations. Abnormals are going to be standard. The only thing is, if we have some failure, we're going to do the right turn into heading 230 and then continue straight ahead. Not turning then to Tiger, just straight ahead, 6,000, and that's it. The rest is all the base. You guys know what to do. That's it. APU is running. Oh no, I forgot to hit the start switch. Damn it. That's on me. Well, that's alright. We're gonna close the final door. Close the cockpit door. Switch on the beacon light. Switch on the fuel pumps, which I should have switched on after the fuel refilling. Reset the chrono. Yeah, probably I should be using a pushback truck. And okay, I'm gonna use simple pushback. So it's gonna be quicker. Let's clear out the ground equipment. APU is available. Let's go APU bleed, external power off. Disconnect the ground power. Before pushback clearance checklist is complete. And start clearance is complete. Engine start. Let's reset all this stuff. APU is available. ECAM auto mode is set. Engine start selector. Alright, and then comes the rest. So lights are all set. This is all good. Let's call simple ground services pushback. Are you already going? Yeah, looks like so. Okay. Well, I released the brakes. Wait, how can I do this? Ah, yeah, it's with ailerons. Yeah, I'm doing full right aileron because that's what commands the pushback. That's why we have the aileron full up. Slow down a bit. Alright, and now I want to stop right here. Set the parking brake. Parking brake is set, and let's start the engines. Start number 1, as per checklist first. Let's try and see, maybe I can hear the sound better from this view. No, quite silent. Yeah, that's fine. That's a good start on number 1. Let's go number 2. Damn, that rain sound is just quite strong. I see rain on the windshield, but it's very little. There we go, engine number 2 is available. Let's reset all of this. So, engine start to normal. APU off. Arm the auto brake, flaps 1, spoilers armed. Let's do a quick flight control check. Pull up. Pull down, neutral. Pull left. Pull right. Neutral. Rudder. That's not full left. But that's full right. And that's my rudder pedals playing games again. Okay, we're gonna ignore that. This is our center. And that is set. Engine controls, anti-ice unrequired. This is fine. Flapper is set. This is set and set. Do a quick reset. Quick reset. Upper start checklist is complete. Taxi checklist. Let's go. That's set. Running turn off lights on. Locking brake off. The rest is good. Let's go. Brakes released. We are clear on the left. Let's roll. JTP, any idea what will the next stream be about? Honestly, not yet. It will really depend on how will be the Sparky 747, because I'd really enjoy to do a stream on the 747-400 if it will be good. Come on. Alright, now we have to turn inbound between Alpha 4 and Alpha 5. Turn left to Charlie 6. Let's do a takeoff check. Before takeoff checklist, let's reset this. Takeoff config is checked. Alpha 4 is ahead. This is Charlie 4. Next is going to be Charlie 5, and then Charlie 6. Alright, so far everything looking good. Fly from Baku to somewhere. Baku airport looks good. The only thing, I don't have any ortho for it. I would fly from Milan. Oh, look at the pedals, by the way. And the reflection. Oh boy. That's so good. And there's Charlie 6. So let's go strobes to on. Cabin crew prepare for landing. The TCAS is already on TARA. Make sure that there is nobody behind us to land. Nope. Start the turn. Started turning a little bit late, I think. Oh, and I have a very special destination to visit. The airport is located, I don't want to be wrong, but I think it's located at 13,000 feet elevation. Or 11. It's between 11 and 13,000. I know it's double digits. Alright, excellent. So let's do before takeoff. Backs are on, taxi lights is good, and the range is required if his options checked, strobe lights, and the rest is good. Then we have before exit checklist, after takeoff checklist, correction. No traffic, let's go. Lights are on, we're clear to go. Clear on the left, clear on the right, runway is ours. A bit of oof, I don't want to go over the yellow. Oh, this airplane is slow to turn. I love the look of this runway. And the clouds are looking so good as well, look at that. Okay guys, 50%, let's go. Final sector for the day. Thrust stable. Corona on. Man flag 69 SRS. Nav is blue, outer thrust is blue. Thrust is set. Airspeed is alive. .100 knots. V1, rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Nav. These aren't the speed brakes. Oh my god, this probably is looking amazing. So good. Alright, we have to follow the the turn. Bad piloting. Sorry, that was worth it. Let's go autopilot 1. I want to look outside. First climb, climb on thrust. Yes, look at this. Yes, I should make custom emojis. I always forget about that. Thank you for remembering me. I'm going to write a note here. Custom emoji. And as speed flaps 0. By the way, about Formula 1 season is getting interesting. Max is not winning like last year. Oh! Who's the competitor then? Let's go runway turn off and nose lights off. Cruise altitude, flight level 340. Tiger should be above 6,000. We're gonna comply with that, no problem. After takeoff checklist is complete. Next is gonna be cruise checklist. Let's enjoy a little bit of outside view from the wing. Or from the outside. I don't even know. Oh, by the way. Remember the departure airport? What was it? Kobe, I think. We went there from on the Embraer to Matsumoto, the highest commercial airport in Tokyo, in Japan. It should be somewhere here. Oh, there you go. There it is. So we departed from here. Very, very close to Osaka. There is the nice turbulence. Also, if I engage the weather, will we see anything? Short answer, no. Then I'll leave it with the terrain. Leclerc won today at Monaco, his home Grand Prix, and he's second in the standings. Oh wow! That is actually very good. So they are tight. That's good. I like competition, because I was really bored from the Lewis Hamilton Mercedes win. That was just boring. Looking good. We should break through the clouds eventually. Yep, there you go. The rain is not looking very beautiful with these dark clouds. But it's better once you climb out of it. Approaching 10,000 feet. Let's go landing light off. Leave the seatbelt sign on. Yep, approaching Tiger. 5 miles to Tiger. We are at almost 11,000 feet. And accelerating. Love the power of the A350. Yeah, Ferrari and McLaren are actually faster than Red Bull. Really? Oh, that's very cool. Who are the guys at McLaren now? I remember it was the Norris and Sainz. Are they still there? Or wait, no, never mind. Sainz went to Ferrari, I think. Who are the guys at McLaren now? Gonna approach transition altitude soon. Lovely sound. Oh, there is Kobe Airport. So we have a stream where we departed from that airport right there. On the Embraer 190. It's pretty cool. We flew on Dream Airlines, I think it was. Had an interesting name. Here we go. 14,000 standard set 1, 2, and 3. Reading the same. Norris and new guy Piastri. Okay, don't know about him. This is actually a pretty huge cloud. Or at least it looks like pretty huge. But if we don't have a weather radar, there is not much I can do. I can try to use the X-plane map and do the next red. No, wait, clouds. Yeah, this is basically all covered in clouds. Well, it's fine. Not gonna turn off the fasten seatbelt sign switch on this flight. Look at that bridge right there. That is huge. Lovely views of Japan. Oh, and lovely sun cloud stuff. And weather changing. Okay, now I need to start preparing for the arrival. At Fukuoka we have one runway. It looks, at least it looks like so. Our last point was Kirin or Maltse, but that's weird. Fukuoka latest weather report shows us a wind of 160 at 8, considering the runway that we have there is 16234. I'm gonna go for the 16, if that will be possible. I need to find an arrival into Fukuoka, which will go nicely for us. Okay, so we have Caffrey arrival, no. Hawks arrival, oh, okay, via Kirin. Okay. Have another one via Kirin, which is for runway 16, RNAV 1. Do you have a shorter one? No, perfect. Okay, I'm gonna use this one. Then I need to find the approach for runway 16. So 34 has a local ILS localizer, RNP, and runway 16 has the ILS too, so that's good. Check the outside. Wow. Hey, wait. Yeah, the rain is not beautiful, but this actually looks pretty cool. I must admit. Total air temperature +1, so no anti-ice required, and I will not be switching off the seatbelt sign because we're still going into clouds. Right, let's come here to the flight plan. Go to the very bottom. Hit arrival runway. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, did I do what I think? Yeah. I hope it will not clear the flight plan. It will. Damn it. Alright, let's pull heading. Let's do open climb. 340. Cost index was 25. Waypoint. Ayame. Yep, we were going direct Ayame. Let's go flight plan. Can I go from Miami? We go to Seto. Apply, insert now, present position. Direct to Ayame, direct. We got nav, Seto, good. Now next waypoint, Soja. A bit of turbulence as well, that's alright. From Soja we have Airways. Yankee 281, then Yankee 20. Stout, then to Kirin, and that's it. Insert. Yeah, we got the route back. Can remove the waypoints. Now I want to check the performance is off, that's alright. Now the fuel and load is off, so I need to set this. And block was 15, but it's changed eventually, it's fine. Clear info. Go back to the flight plan page. Go to the very end. I inserted Osaka by mistake. That's okay. Now I can go manage speed, climb. Good. Arrival, runway 16, approach, ILS via Antics, yes. Star. Kirin, transition none. Wait, Kirin? Is it? Kirin arrival, yep, literally it. Okay, insert. Let's check. Yep, that's literally the flight plan. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it as is, but we're gonna consider our descent based on the Antics point. Antics is our initial approach fix. We have to be above 2,000 feet. And that's good. Now my question is, will we get out of this cloud? Looks like yes. And then go into another one. Let's check the outside. Oh, outside is looking very dark. Very moody. Very atmospheric as well. -8 on the temperature. So far looking good. Also, I can go into the performance approach, and I can set all the data already. So wind is 180 at 3. Temperature is going to be 22, QNH 1002, and our minimums for the approach, Cat 1, 215. That is set. Okay, brilliant. Back into the clouds. So far, so good. We could climb higher though. Let's try higher. Let's try 380, which is the optimum. And let me do open climb. Why is this still not in Mach number? And do Mach 74. Push ourselves out of the clouds. Auto brake is going to be 2 for landing. And I have to do the calculation. So if we're going to go cruise altitude of 380, new cruise altitude, thank you very much. That means we have to be at 2000. 38 minus 2 is going to be 36. 36 times 3 is going to be 118. No, correction, 108. Plus 10, 118. All right, yeah. 118 from... What was that point? I forgot. Antics. New cruise altitude, that's correct. Alright, we have about 60 miles in the cruise, so that's good. I'm climbing like a rocket, but that's exactly what I want. And now I can decrease the climb rate and set manage speed. I really don't like these clouds. Oh, okay, finally. Yay. It was worth it. And I based myself into the... in the optimum 387, so we could get here, no problem. Looking very good, the airplane. I really enjoy the new lighting. Okay, 380 it is, alt cruise. Back into the clouds. I really hope we're gonna break through soon. And what do you guys think? Do they have a fixed info here? I wonder if they do. Maybe here? Nah. They don't. Okay. We have very little time for the descent. About 50 miles. So we need to do our arrival briefing, which is going to be extremely important. So let's do the arrival briefing. So far the status of the aircraft is looking good. The weather is not looking very good here at the cruise, and we might expect some light showers and rain with possible mists temporarily and slightly lower visibility in Fukuoka at the arrival. NTI should not be required still. Terrain radar will be on because the weather radar doesn't work on this airplane, unfortunately. Our top of descent is in 50 miles. Our arrival is the Kirin arrival. What we're going to be doing though is we're going to be skipping all this point, this arc, which is done for traffic purposes because we have no traffic, and we're going to go straight from Italy to Antix. On Antix we should be above 2000, but I am making my calculations to be at 2000 there, and give ourselves a little bit of space there. Also, we have to cross Kirin above 12,000, which we should be able to do no problem. After that, we will jump from Antix into the ILS runway 16, frequency of 111.7 and final approach course of 158. It's a 3 degrees glide path, and our minimum is going to be 215 right here. Our missed approach is climbed to 1,600 feet on heading 158 to 6,000 via Delta Golf Charlie radial 160 to Yamek. Then right turn heading 353 degrees to intercept and proceed via India Kilo Echo radial 128 to India Kilo Echo for DME and hold. We have to cross Yamek at above 5,000 and cross India Kilo Echo radial 128 at 37 DME at 6,000. Contact Fukuoka approach. It's basically the most important part. Right here we got the minimums, got all the rest. So radio nav should be good. We will check them on the PFT. Fuel is fine. We're going to land with flaps, full auto brake 2, reverse is normal, and we will be exiting. So we're going to land on this direction here. We're going to be exiting here on Echo 6. Let me rotate this guy here. Here on Echo 8, sorry, Echo 8 probably, and or if I brake really early on Echo 7, then left turn into Alpha and onto any of these big stands because we're flying with a big jet now. That's about it. No special considerations, no abnormals so far, and that's the briefing complete. Back into the cockpit. Woo! Oh boy. This looks like Microsoft Flight Simulator. At least a little bit. I really enjoy the view though. This is great. It's just the rain sound that bothers me. Or maybe this is just rattling? Maybe he simulated rattling, which should be actually fairly realistic. Maybe that's rattling. Okay, how many miles do we have left? 144. We needed 118, let's call it 120. 120, that means 30 miles to go. Yeah, that's fine. At least we are out of the weather. It's just that grain. When you look very far off, you see this grain that appears. Yeah, that's... I hope they fix that. Lovely. Really enjoy this airplane. I think most of the most of the guys from FlightSim who don't really like it or say it's bad, it's because they don't know how to fly it. And I'm not saying it's perfect. It definitely has some problems with the flight controls, but it is decent. And it has a very good autopilot. It's just got dark here in Portugal. Nice, nice, nice headwind. 74 knots of headwind. Oh boy. 132. Almost there. Let's do our descent preparation checklist. So weather is obtained, landing elect is... I don't know what is landing elect. Do you guys know what is this? We have a reference preset. Let's actually preset it. 1002 is set, ecam status and memo is checked, approach data is inserted, position nav aids page. Ah, okay, here you go. Here it is. Okay. But what was the correct frequency though? 111 decimal 7, yep. And the course should be the other one. Alright. Set. Good. Perfect. Secondary page is required, another brake is required. Yeah, it's set on 2, anti-ice not required. Perfect. Very good. Reset this. It's gonna be next checklist. 122, 4 miles to descend. Let's reset altitude to 2,000 or 12,000 to begin with, because we need to cross Kirin above 12,000. Such a huge headwind. I'm gonna wait for 110 miles. Give us a little bit of space there. I love the look of this wing too. There goes the descent. Alright, let's go. Let's do open descent. Pull the speed. I'm gonna go like this. 270. Open descent, thrust idle. Let's go 280. Perfect. Can set 2000. Let me switch this to the 100s. And I could clean the rest of the stuff. We still have no ATC. So I could remove all those waypoints that we don't need. Starting from this one. Delete. 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 Delete, delete, upcos, delete as well, and then comes antics, delete and insert. There we go. Still looking like we're slightly too high. Let's go to 90 on the speed. Or maybe even 300. That's a huge cloud right there. And the airplane is looking phenomenally in those whitish clouds. I'm really loving the lighting. Good. Thrust idle, down we go. We could even go a little bit quicker. And that because... no, that's fine. That is actually fine. Nice and calm descent. You guys remember how the views we get from Japan on the arrival with the 7-4 when we flew from Frankfurt? Those were some very nice views compared to this. Man, the rattling is almost too realistic, I think. A bit of ground there. A lot of mountains. Okay, the wind is slowly decreasing, which is good. This is one thing I don't like about the FlightFactor. The windows are too dark. It's just too dark. And the view, because of that, becomes too dark as well. Because X-Plane compensates. And then it's just too dark. This looks good. Now we don't have any traffic. I might keep the speed up. Here at Japan Airlines, we arrive at the destination early. And also, the performance so far is pretty smooth. I mean, I'm recording, it's FlightFactor product, 35 frame rate, and it looks smoother than 35. The scenery was pretty okay, too. So I don't know. But it looks good. Now I really wonder though, how is it gonna be the weather in Fukuoka? Because that's where it was possibly raining, some bad visibility. I really hope it won't become too hard on the controls. Because if this would be an A319, 737, King Air, 747, I wouldn't be worried, but because of the flight control issue, I'm just slightly worried, just a little bit. I'm really enjoying the clouds here on the right side, correction, on the left side. Actually looking very good. Let me see. If the speed falls down too much, or just slightly. Just slightly, okay. We'll leave it to slowly lose some inertia. Now keep going. Now it's looking good. Now we're getting into the shadows of the clouds. Not very well optimized yet, the transition. Approaching start point, 6 miles to go. Still on idle, saving as much fuel as we can. So far we've burned 4,800 kilos. Looks good. There's a transition level. Gonna H1002 set. 1, 2, and 3 times. Looking very cool. Okay, approaching 10,000 feet. Lost a bit of too much energy there on the descent. Could have done better. I wonder if this is like ice or not. Let's try. If I turn on engine anti-ice, will this do anything? No. Doesn't look like. Nice clouds. Lovely. 30 miles, there's 10,000 landing lights on, LS push buttons on. Let's try and leave the flight control page for landing so that we can see if the spoilers deploy, because on the previous one we couldn't see it. Any guesses for the landing rate this time? I think it's going to be definitely harder than the other one. Not because of kids. I mean, maybe it's going to be fine. Don't know. I'm going to see how it will be on the landing here. Eight miles to Italy, and from there we're gonna have, what's the distance? 17 miles. Start slowing down, maybe slowly. Because the plane becomes a glider at the lower levels. There we go. Identified correctly, 30 miles from the airfield. Absolutely fantastic. Let's come here to the performance page, descend and activate approach phase. Speed is going to be 141. I don't know, but this livery looks very well with this aircraft. We're gonna have to do the Emirates flight as well when they launch the first A350s flights. I think it is in September, but we might do it a little bit early. Still, we gotta do it. Oh. Hit my hand on the table. That hurt? Ooh. Try and maintain the aircraft on idle. Let's actually select green dot, or just the approach speed from this point on. Need to be at 2,000 feet right there, marking nicely with the arrow. Jump on the other chart for me here. Maltz is 11 miles from the threshold. Let's go. Speed check, flaps 1. Might add a bit of drag with the slats. You see the deploying. Those are called slats. And on the Airbus, very cool thing with the flaps lever is that if you're on the ground, position 1 equals config 1 plus F. That means slats and flaps. And on the air, it's just flaps 1, which actually is slats only. Decrease a bit the descent rate so that we can decrease the speed as well. Like to be close to 200 knots, approaching antics. Oh, nice turbulence. So far looking good. Still going on idle. The plane doing a good job. I think though I'll need to add a bit of speed brake there before the turn. Just a little bit. Just want it to go below 200. There we go. Localizer and glide slope are alive. Air above the glide. Set minus 700. Minus 800 is better. Or actually, minus 700 would be even better. Yeah, for ILS interception. Okay, cabin crew seats for landing. Final approach checklist is gonna do itself automatically. Still on idle. Doing a very good job. Speed is 190, which is perfect. I wish a good landing to everybody. And just remember the go around altitude was 6,000. Okay, I wanted to start the turn. Then I'm going to arm the approach and select flaps. Actually, no, I'll wait for the flaps. I'll select flaps 2 just before we're going to go into glide slope start. should add a bit of thrust now. Check. Arm the approach. Lock start. There's the power and the maintain S speed. No view of the terrain. Oh, barely. Should be over the sea. Perfect. Alt star. Bit of early level off there, but that's okay. We're gonna, yeah. I miscalculated at the glide slope. Is it Ainos? My bad. Well, it's fine. I'm gonna maintain this speed then. And I can see the runway already. Right there. No traffic. Yeah, that was some ugly flying on my part. Let's set go around altitude, 6,000 feet. Check the outside while we have some time. Oh, those clouds are not very beautiful on that side there. There comes the glide slope. And let's go, flaps 2. Glide slope start. Gear down. Spoilers armed, lights are on. Flaps 3. Actually, I think the spoilers appear right here. And flaps 4. Landing checklist is complete. Nice, looking good. Gonna be stable above 1000. Nice approach here. Oh, look at the trains. That's a Japanese bullet train. This is actually pretty cool to catch. Right, I wish a good landing for everybody. I don't know why, but we have a tailwind right now, which really shouldn't be there. Variable 1 knot according to the latest METAR. Light, shower and rain, and that's 1000 stable. Alright, wind have dropped. Oh, it should drop even more. Gonna wait and see. Otherwise, it's gonna be a second tailwind landing for today. No big deal. Check. How about that, mic control? The wind has rolled.
300. Minimum.
Continue.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5.
And there we go. Speed brakes or spoilers are up. Reverses. I don't get the green, but they are definitely being deployed. Decel. Look at that wet effect. That is so cool. 70 knots, reverses out. Manual braking. Wait, we needed to vacate to the left, right? But the terminal is to the right. I think I messed up on the charts. Let's come here. Wait. Sorry. Jesus, I can't go here. What a mess. You saw there the cross? I missed the cross. If there's a cross, you can't go there. Stop the clock, 56 minutes. Start the APU. Here we go. What am I missing? Domestic terminal. International terminal. No, I am correct. The domestic terminal. My briefing was correct. Damn it. Okay. Constrain, weather radar off. Start the APU. This can go to taxi. Let's turn here. Vacate the runway. Man, those reflections are really looking good. Disarm the speed brakes. Flaps are up. And we're gonna be keeping the turn here. Almost messed up twice after landing, but corrected in time. Alright, flight directors is off, which is good. Strobe to auto, landing light off. Very good. Just find a gate now and go get some rest. Totally missed this terminal building. Because on the other side it is the international terminal. On this side it's the domestic, and because we're flying inside of Japan, well, it's domestic flight. And it's downhill because we're accelerating. Not more than 35, please. Let's go runway turn off. There are the big gates. No, in real life they actually fly the A350 on these flights. Must be pretty incredible to fly the short legs on the 350. Let's get into a gate. Should have turned right there on the Yankee. It's fine. Well, I'm gonna skip those. Oh, floating terminal, nice. Cool. Haven't seen that in a while. I'm gonna park next to him, why not? Kilo 5, yep, let's go, stand 9. That is gonna be ours. Clear right, clear left. There's the marshaller. Next slide off. Okay, I can do a good parking job now. So far, looking good. There we go. Parking brake is set. We've got APU. Can set APU bleed on. And shut down engines number 2 and 1. Seatbelt sign coming off. Fuel pumps coming off. Beacon light below 5% in 1 off. And what do we have red there? Cabin pressure excess. Residual differential pressure. Can I dump the pressure then? If I simply open the doors. Let's go. Ground power. Can we get a jetway on here? No, why? I don't know. Alright, passenger bus, not required, luggage loader, ULD, cleaning truck, plane at gate, and that's fine. Ground services, doors, open the doors, and leave it as is. Unlock the cockpit door, connect the GPU. Actually, let's try to watch the replay maybe, and then I'm gonna finish. Or yeah. Anyway, guys, well, I'm going to tell everybody goodbye now and leave you with the replay of this last landing. So thank you everybody for coming in for this A350 flight into or from Tokyo to Osaka and finally Fukuoka. We got some interesting weather, good clouds, not so good clouds, good lighting, very good lighting in fact. And it was overall very cool. Great little airplane. I'm really looking forward to the version number 2 they're gonna be doing with towless. And yes, this was the latest X-Plane beta, looking very, very good. Emil, well, yeah, you missed the entire stream. But hello, don't worry about that. I'm gonna try to look into the replay. I hope the sim will not crash. Unfortunately, looks like it will, and that's exactly why I said to everybody, goodbye. Thanks everyone. JTP, thanks for your donation. Really appreciate that. We're gonna see you guys next week for some other type of flying, which I don't really know what is, but yeah, it's gonna be cool. Everybody stay great. Until next time, bye bye.